Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba, dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Bawat bayan ay sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba, dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama.
siguradong patas. Lagi mong inuuna kung anong dapat. Hindi mo kayang malunok ang katotohanang marami pa rin tayong kababayang gutom at walang tahanan. Kaya hindi ka tumigil sa paglaban. Harapin ang kahirapan. Tulungan ang nangangailangan. Basagin ang korupsyon na kanilang nakasanayan. Sa loob at labas, man ng Pinas, bakas na bakas ang iyong tapang puksain ang mga problema ng bansa. Gamit ang lakas, gamit ang isip, gamit ang puso. Kung para sa mamamayang Pilipino, si MP, wala yang sinisino. Manny Pacquiao.
That's Catiende. Oh, what a scoop shot. The best player there.
Oh! Justin Baltazar!
Casino. The trailer is Chris Lalata. Who gives us a throwdown?
2 seconds left. Fuentes.
Oh my goodness.
Near the logo of Del Fuentes.
The main reason why they're number one was they really had worked early in the season of getting all the wins that they can.
To the corner, Nini Ibanez launches and scores. No good, but another offensive rebound and tip in para kay Campanal. Flores takes it for himself, puts it up and in.
Playoff to eh. Hindi pwedeng lalabog-labog ka dyan. Gusto nang yung playoff, matira ng tibay. Let's separate the boys and the man. Ano natin?
Flores feeling it, taking it from downtown and knocking it down. Fuentes, the spin, the layup, and it's good para kay Jodel Fuentes.
Ang rule number 1, do not underestimate your opponent.
Ito ang Liga ng Bawat Pilipino na nagbabalik dito sa Asia's Latin City, Zamboanga. And we are back at the Mayor Vitaliano Agan Coliseum for tonight's MPBL playoff. South Division quarterfinals po tayo. Game 2 ng inyong MPBL South Division quarterfinals. Jodel Fuentes and the Quezon Huskers looking to advance to the next round. Pero may masasabi dyan. Ang makakalaban nila ang Negros Moscovados led by Renz Palma, the number 8 seed, trying to stay alive dito sa series to. Number 1, Quezon Huskers ang makakalaban ng Negros in the first game at 6 p.m. Ngayon po, Parañaque looking to end Zamboanga's season in the second game, and Zamboanga will be relying on their home court advantage sa laban na yan. Magandang gabi mga kaliga. Si Daf Tupas po kasama si Mike Perez. And Coach Mike, what an occasion to be here in Zamboanga. A do-or-die game for the home team. Pero may unang laro tayo, which is Negros against Quezon.
Yeah, and you know, ang ganda ng mga sinabi ng mga coaches kanina, matira matibay and respeto para sa kalaban, and this is going to be a really good game day para sa ating playoffs today.
Oo, kasama din natin syempre. Kasama din natin bumiyahe dito sa Zamboanga, Miss Andrea Indicio, who has been monitoring the action before this game. Andrea, kamusta ang dalawang teams natin? Quezon, of course, on the verge of making it to the next round.
First of all, good evening to my good-looking partners at syempre sa ating mga kaliga. And it's not over till it's over. Yan nga ang tema ng Negros Moscovados in this ball game. At although napansin ng kanilang team captain na si Renz Palma na medyo naging mababa nga daw yung depensa nila in that game 1 that reflected in their rebounding and physicality. Well, malaki ang naging papel daw ng home court advantage ng Quezon doon. When it comes to that matter, well, things are even for tonight. So abangan na lang daw natin how will they come back for tonight's ball game. At para naman sa panig ng Quezon, sabi nga ng kanilang team captain na si Gabanal, they came in tonight with a sweep in mind. And if there's one thing na ayaw nilang mapunta sa Negros, that is confidence. Well, I do agree that confidence really makes a huge difference. Do you agree, gentlemen?
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Andrea. And syempre, we talk about confidence. It's a lot of teams have been riding high on that confidence going into their matchups in the playoffs. And alam natin na nagpumasok na ang San Juan at ang Caloocan, no, pulling off an upset against Manila, number 5 over the number 4 seed. San Juan naman taking care of business against Rizal. Yung kabilang side na ng ating sa semifinal, quarterfinal series, Quezon and Negros, yan po yung maglalaban yan, Zamboanga at Parañaque mamaya. And I think it's on Wednesday. And Wednesday, Pampanga will take on Abra. Game 2 yan. Lamang ang Pampanga, Nueva Ecija, lamang din against Pasay. Sila ang host in Game 2. Batangas against Davao and Binyan against South Cotabato. Batangas and South Cotabato ang lamang sa mga seryeng yan.
Yeah, no, one thing that I guess the lower seeded teams can actually draw inspiration from what Caloocan just accomplished, that a lower seeded team can actually advance, and we'll see how that goes with today's game.
And previous game 1 ang pag-uusapan natin dito, Coach Mike, and a lot of observations in Game 1. And obviously, etong Quezon, they're coming into this one full strength sa series na to, and they showcase that depth and their firepower in Game 1 doon sa Lucena City.
That was in full display. And Negros actually relied heavily on their starters, not getting enough help from their bench, while Quezon had a well-balanced contribution, including yung mga supporting cast nga nila. And makikita mo sa numbers, I just want to focus on bench points. That's a plus 17 para dito sa Quezon. It's primarily because most of the points of itong Negros really coming from the starters, and only 25% nakuha from the supporting cast.
And there have been changes in the Negros lineup na nakikita natin. And we will see that in this ball game. So, hindi na po natin patatagalin ito. Let's go to Richard Campos for the starting lineups. Game 2, Quezon against Negros.
Buenas, ¿qué tal ustedes? Tagiya tamen kita, y más mapuerza, y más fuerte el de aton juego. Vitaliano Agan Coliseum, Barangay Tetuan, Zamboanga City. Welcome to the playoffs of the 2024 Manny Pacquiao's MPBL Season 6, presented by Extreme and MPBL Party List, ang kaliga ng mamamayang Pilipino. Quezon leads the best of 3 quarterfinals, 1-0 against Negros. Here are the starters. First, the Quezon Huskers. Playing center number 55, Christian Bunyag. At guard number 13, LJ Gonzalez. Power forward number 5, Simon Sandagon. At guard number 2, Judel Puentes. And at forward number 1, your very own from Brillantes, Barangay Tumaga, Robin Ronyo. The head coach is Eric Gonzalez. Assistant coaches, Richie Tixon, Nash Rosella, Ed De La Torre, Luis Nolasco, Jonathan De Guzman, and Bernard De Guia. The team manager, Attorney Don Capunan. The team owners, Gob Doc Helen Tan, Congressman Mike Tan, and Mayor Attorney Ralph Lim. Now starting for Negros, Muscovados. Guard number 2, Jeff Lorenzo. At forward number 10, Pio Longa. Playing center number 22, Sam Peralta. At forward number 25, J.R. Raplores. To guard number 77, Renz Palma. The head coach is Bonnie Garcia. His assistants are Juan Miguel Martin, J.M. Lagumen, and Arbel Cabaling. The team managers, Rendel Patricio, Ruben Weber, and Rocky Gomez. The team owners, John Gilbor and Grace Gilbor.
Starting 5 brought to you by SportsMax, powered by PlayMax, the official online entertainment partner of the MPBL. Win to the max. Judel Fuentes, LJ Gonzalez, Christian Bunyag, Robin Ronyon, Simon Sandagon para sa Quezon Huskers. Negros naman will start with Renz Palma, Jeff Lorenzo, Sam Peralta, Pio Longa, J.R. Flores, and for the Muscovados. And Coach Mike, surprise starter dito si Jeff Lorenzo, did not play in Game 1. And Pio Longa also saw limited minutes in Game 1. Only 8 minutes ang nilaro ni Pio Longa, and they start this ball game.
And definitely one of the things that they're looking at with Lorenzo is actually, I believe, three-point shooting. He's roughly about a 38% three-point shooter, and they're going to need production from that area, speaking of Negros.
Flores jacks up the three. That's the first possession. And look at Longa diving for that loose ball. That's a foul on LJ Gonzalez.
Well, one thing that couldn't happen if you're Quezon is for LJ Gonzalez to immediately get into foul situations. He's just too valuable of a player for his team. 13 points in the last in game number 1 to go with 10 rebounds. And kailangan in-nurse yung mga fouls na yan.
Titingnan natin yung response dito ng Negros this ball game. Renz Palma for 3. Yes. Off the glass and in.
That's one of the things that they really need. Hindi ganun kataas ang field goals pagdating sa 3 points itong Negros. And so sometimes you want to use your weakness to your strength. And that's one thing that they need right now in game number 2.
Ronyo, balik kay LJ Gonzalez. Binabantay ni Lorenzo. LJ gets into the lane. The kick out to Ronyo. Open 3. That won't go. The tap.
Yep.
Ronyo comes out of nowhere to get that rebound. Fuentes, short. Bagsak si Robin Ronyo. A foul whistled on Renz Palma.
Actually, isa sa mga strength nitong Negros is fast break points talaga. And so, tingin ko dapat every time nagbimintis itong 3-point shots ng Quezon, which they love to take, get that defensive rebound and have an opportunity to run a fast break the other way.
That's true. LJ Gonzalez, Lorenzo gambled on the steal. Fuentes, 5 to shoot. They go to Ronyo. Ronyo with a teardrop. No, and Christian Bunyag puts it back in. Offensive rebounding, also an issue for Negros as they struggle to keep Quezon out of the offensive glass in game 1.
And you have to be mindful because Quezon is number 7 in that department of rebounds. And so making threes, getting rebounds, and having second chance opportunities is what really they've been, itong Quezon Huskers.
And a good hustle play there by Pio Longa, able to keep that possession alive para sa Negros Muscovados as Bunya gets the first 2 points of the Huskers. Flores. Binigay kay Renz Palma. Up against Ronyo. Renz drives right. Airballs the teardrop. Here comes LJ Gonzalez. Gonzalez to Jodel Fuentes for 3. Palma with the rebound.
And
kay Jeff Lorenzo.
Tsaka struggle from 3 nagpapatuloy yata dito para kay Jodel. He was 3 out of 13 in that last game, in game number 1. And so trying to catch a rhythm early in this game.
Sam Peralta and LJ Gonzalez battling for that rebound. Nakuha ni LJ. Gonzalez binigay kay Sandagon. Nowhere to go. Ronyo back to Gonzalez. LJ drives. Error. Palma. Oh, Gonzalez with a recovery.
Unforced error right there.
Yeah, some chaotic sequences there para sa parehong kupunan.
Pero sayang yung pagkakataon na yun para sa Negros, no? Hindi nakaset up ang depensa ng Quezon, sinubukan tumakbo, but you know, a counter steal after that turnover they forced.
Na Flores to Lorenzo. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Lorenzo. Oh, blocked by LJ. Get that weak stuff out of here. There's LJ Gonzalez. Binigay kay Sandagon. 2 points.
Well, kita mo talaga LJ Gonzalez really trying to play a defense. This is the second consecutive games he has at least 1 block in the series.
But he is hobbling. Looks like he has an issue with his left knee.
That's something they gotta watch out for.
And Pio Longa knocks down the 3. Pangalawang tres na yan for the Muscovados. And they lead 6-4, 6.5 minutes to play in the first period.
And you like the shooting from the outside. If you're Negros, giving yourselves a chance, at least in a points per possession situation.
Travel on LJ.
Yeah. medyo may konting tentativeness sa ibang execution ng Quezon Huskers.
This 3-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. That's P. Olonga from downtown. Second triple of the game for the Negros Muscovados. Ryan Reyes and Felipe Chavez are in the game. Ryan Reyes, you know, very grateful for his, you know, for the opportunity to play again. He was, you know, na-aksidente to. By the way, it's a vehicular accident just almost a month ago in Pampanga. Sumakay siya sa nakasakay siya sa tricycle na tamaan ng truck.
Oh, wow.
And he has a few, you know, that's why he's wearing a mask. And, you know, mabuti naman, you know, hindi siya nabalian. And, you know, we're glad to have him here.
Right, definitely. And I'm sure the entire team of Negros is glad to have him back. First, to see him on the floor back and the help that he's going to provide his team, especially efficiency niya on the field goals.
He's only 24 years old, Ryan Reyes. 3-point lead for Negros. Ibanez. That should have been a goaltend.
Yeah, that's a goaltend right there. Ball hit glass and then he went for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, tumama na sa board eh.
Oo.
Yeah.
Actually, I thought kapos nga yung ano na yun eh.
Right. Hindi maganda yung angle nung ano eh, nung layup shot niya eh.
Tama. Seven to 6 ang ating score. Palma to Chavez. Back to Renz Palma. Reyes providing the pick. Reyes dives to the basket. Agawan ng bola sila ni Sandagon. Possession arrow pointing to Quezon.
Well, that's one of the things na nakikita mo ang kagandahan dito sa pagpasok ni Reyes. You know, that roll action inside. Good opportunity for him. Lakas rin ang katawan nito sa loob eh, no? Kaya makipagsabayan eh.
Well, he is a really good matchup with Simon Sandagon.
Right. Who's very athletic, and you have to put a body on him that would be able to, you know, keep up with the pace as well as the strength.
Here's Jadel Fuentes, lets that ball roll.
Oh, wow.
To get into that form. He misses that one. Palma runs into Minerva and misses the runner. Ibanez to Jadel Fuentes, the Hesi. Bigay kay RJ Minerva. Nalibre si Banal sa ilalim.
Well, Banal's part of that three-man monster from last game. Jadel, him, and LJ really were the ones who led the charge para dito sa Quezon in that win.
Chavez, the kick out to Longa for three.
Oh,
yes! It's great to see Pio Longa finding his range early here, 10-8.
And he has not missed from three, and so you're going to need a lot of that from Pio Longa, homegrown from Negros.
A 2-point lead for the Muscovados. His assist to the game ay inandog ng MPBL party list ang kaliga ng mamamayang Pilipino. Libreng-libre, si Banal sa ilalim.
Well, kailangan bantayan rin nila yung mga situations where there's a man that's least guarded, because assist, very good then in finding open guys itong Quezon.
Is it a challenge? I don't see a... Are we reviewing this one?
I think they are. Yeah, they are right now.
So...
Warning on Quezon Huskers, number 77. Gabanal for delaying the game.
Oh, delay of game
Okay.
on Gabanal. Negros in the lead by 2. Now Flores to Longa. Reyes. Chavez. Inside to Reyes. Masyadong malalim. Good defense there by Lander Cannon. Gabanal drives right. Slips. Recovers.
Oh,
Gets it
man.
back. No. Reyes with a rebound.
Ganda ng give and go na yun. Really just couldn't finish. Now it's Negros' turn to try and come back with a fast break of their own.
Chavez, his path blocked right there. Oh, travel on the Villanueva.
Right.
That's a clear one.
And si John Ray, isa sa mga players na, I gotta start going. He didn't score at all, I think, in game number 1. He's roughly good for about 6 points and 7 rebounds. And kailangan mo every contribution na makukuha mo sa bawat role player na meron ka para dito sa Moscovados.
Well, they've been struggling with their manpower. Talking about Negros, na Jeremy Cruz is injured.
Right.
And has a hand injury. Mark Atabay, who's entering the game, has been struggling with a shoulder injury.
In fact, did not play from in game number 1.
Oo, and yun nga, kakabalik na din ni Ryan Reyes. So it's been a far from ideal scenario for Negros. Meanwhile, our Andrea Indicio has a report.
Coach Eric Gonzalez says last game might seem to be convincing because of their lead, but the final numbers can be deceiving. Because in reality, marami raw silang naging defensive lapses that luckily Negros wasn't able to capitalize. Pero syempre, we can't always depend on luck. And so constant ang reminders, constant ang adjustments, lalo na with the extra push and maturity. That is indeed a vital component in the long run. As he added, freedom is given to his players dahil hindi mo naman pwedeng ikahon at gawing robot ang players na may kanya-kanyang galing, but only to a certain extent that they still follow a system, work, and mature as a team. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat. And, even as I try to want to zero in on a point there. Yung pagkahon mo sa player. Dito sa playoffs, it's going to be very difficult, okay, to really, ikahon mo yung player. Kasi as a three-pointer there from Felipe Chavez. Kasi ngayon, by this time, alam na ng mga teams kung paano kayo maglaro eh.
Correct. And so you have to allow for that level of decision-making para dito sa mga players nito and creativity even in getting reads. I like that Coach Eric actually mentioned about turnovers. Totoo yun dahil yung last game nila, in game number 1, 3 players actually had multiple turnovers para dito sa Quezon, namely Sandagon who had 5, Banal who had 2, and then Ibanez also 2 key players that you usually see on the floor. And so a little bit more efficiency, I guess, ang message ni Coach Eric.
Ano lang din eh, parang, as much as he wants Sandagon to be on the floor all the time, hindi naman pwede na 5 turnover lagi.
Totoo. Correct yun. Lalo na, maraming mga bola mapupunta sa kanya. It's a mobile big that can actually search for those open spots and good opportunities to score.
Now, it looks like Jason Obiso suffered a cut in the last game. He's in street clothes, so he's not activated for this game.
Oh boy, that's one guy also that could contribute para dito sa Huskers. Watch the back door right there.
So, some tape sprawled on the floor. Kanino kaya yan?
Mga athletic tape ba yun?
13-10 ang ating talaan dito. 2:43 remaining. In the first period, Villanueva cuts to the basket, but naagaw ni Cannon. Ibanez. Layup won't go. Minerva fouled by Reyes. And that's 2 on Reyes.
Yeah. Well, they're missing shots, but you like, if you're Quezon Huskers, that you're getting the offensive rebounds. No, you're getting more opportunities, but every offensive rebound you like to end with a basket. So something I feel that Coach Eric's going to talk with the guys later on in the break.
Eric Kaunan comes in for Ryan Reyes na kailangan magpahinga dahil 2 foul agad. Laking bagay yun. And Negros already over the limit. Oh for 2 for RJ Minerva. Rebound ni Rick Kaunan. Mabasi ang Capobres. Natamay with the pick. Capobres steps into this jumper.
As soon as he got that switch, immediately went to that shot.
15-10. It's a 5-point lead early para sa Moscovados. Gabanal. Foul on Capobres and they are already over the limit.
More free throws here. Lalo na para dito sa Negros Moscovados, as much as possible, you don't want to foul. You don't want to defend and ending up with a foul. You gotta play honest defense, stay in front of the guys. Because free throw wise, mataas ang shooting percentage rin itong Quezon. They're roughly averaging 66% per game. You know, very pedestrian, almost 70, but I'm sure they can do a lot better with that.
Attorney Don Capunan, who's made the trip to Zamboanga. Sabay natin sa breakfast yan kanina.
Oh, it's actually my first time here in Zamboanga.
Wow!
Yes. That's why I was looking around. Did you see? I was like a tourist when I came here.
Kaya pinaglakad kita from the airport to the hotel. Bit-bit ang mga gamit mo.
Oh, that was fun.
Ibanez for 3. They continue to misfire Quezon from beyond the arc. Minerva. Against Kaunan. Minerva. Lumapit. No good on the jumper. A foul on Villanueva again.
Yeah. Hirap mag-locate pagdating sa rebound situations, lalo na pag yung action nasa loob na ng paint. Offensive rebound right now is 4 and 3. 4 and 2 rather, in favor of Quezon Huskers.
And the jump hook from Minerva causing some problems. And Cannon, he's at the line. He gets the first one to go down.
It's Cannon, actually, the very few times he's given opportunities to make attempts, he's pretty good. 60% field goal shooting para dito kay Lander Cannon. And so there might be situations where he just keeps moving without the ball. He gets street and really good opportunity to score.
Chavez misses the 3. Minerva in the paint. Peralta is there to defend. Gabanal. 10 on the shot clock for Quezon.
Top of the roll, right?
To Minerva. And Negros, they've done so well up until the end.
Basta pag yung action napunta na sa loob, doon na medyo nagko-collapse yung depensa nila. They end up fouling. So you gotta watch out because you keep fouling these guys, you're gonna send them to the line.
Yeah, this free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances sa Subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Dami ng free throw dito ng Quezon. Already with 9 free throws.
Yeah.
This is their 10th free throw of the first quarter.
So if at the rate that they're going, if that trend continues, we might end up seeing 40 free throws para dito sa Quezon Huskers if they keep doing this way.
Okay.
Diba? So kailangan wag papaul ng papaul.
Alam mo yung pag sinasabi mo free throw, sabi ko, equivalent to sa tagal ng game eh.
Oo, yun lang.
John Ray Villanueva and wow! Ibang klase ang 3-point shooting ng Negros.
Oo.
That's their 5th make of the quarter. 5 of 7 from beyond the arc.
At may karapatan naman tumira ng tres yan si John Ray. 36% 3-point shooter yan. And so every time you have that, why not go and take it? One more on its way.
Oh, they are sizzling here in the first period. 21-14. Pio Longa started it.
Right.
And Chavez and John Ray Villanueva have found the mark as well.
Right.
Gabanal looking to answer. No. Chavez. Inside to Peralta. Alanganin ang pasa na yon. Ibanez. finishes on the other side. That was a 4-point swing.
Right.
They could have managed that clock better there if you're Negros. But there's some energy and life here from the Muscovados as we end the first quarter.
And this is so much better of a quarter para dito sa Negros. You have to keep in mind in that first game, they only had 11 points in the first quarter. So good contributions from these guys, Pialonga, Chavez, even Villanueva knocking down those threes. Pretty good quarter here for Muscovados.
21-16 at the end of one. Number 8 seed Negros up by 5 against the top seed Quezon Huskers. This fan of the game is brought to you by Jinky Skin, Kaway Kaway. Ang ating Jinky Skin fan of the game. We are coming to you live from the Vitaliano Agan Coliseum in Zamboanga City. And you do have some trivia for us, Coach Mike. Last year ba naglaro ang Quezon Huskers dito?
Last year, the Quezon Huskers actually played here in a series against Zamboanga. It was game number 2, where a win by Zamboanga would have ended that series, which eventually Quezon na nanalo, na-extend nila yung series na yun.
Ooh, yeah. It ended up in, that series ended in Bacoor, actually.
That's right.
First quarter field goal shooting 29% for Quezon, 46% for Negros. And Quezon missing all of their 7 attempts from beyond the arc. Negros missing just 2 of their 8 attempts. So sensational shooting here from the Muscovados.
And the thing of concern is that your leading 3-point shooter, who happens to be Judel Fuentes, is actually 0 out of 3 to start the game from 3. Remember, in their first game, he was 3 out of 13 from there. And so are we seeing a shooting slump from Judel Fuentes? Hopefully not, because they're going to need him to close out this game for the Huskers.
Capobres in the lane. Turnaround shot won't go. He gets his own miss. Capobres. Good aggressiveness.
Good, right.
Oh, Peralta.
Good steal.
Steal ni Chavez yun.
Look for the hot hand. Gotta watch out for Villanueva.
J.R. Chavez. Binigay kay Capobres. Atake. No. Peralta blocked by Fuentes. And Quezon off and running. Topping Lagrama. Back to Topsy for 3.
One of the really good ways to run a 3 in transition is to put that ball on the corner with a pass back. And those guys really just very unselfish until that knockdown 3 from Tamsi.
His 3-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Francis Tamsi kakapasok lang sa laro and immediately making an impact. That is the first 3-pointer for the Quezon Huskers. Timeout muna ang Negros.
Nagbabalik ang MPBL. Coach Bonnie Garcia said that their adjustments focused on the defensive aspect. In that game 1, masyadong mabagal daw yung transition defense nila. Delayed rin yung pag-close out ng shooters. And just like what Renz Palma mentioned, hindi sila masyadong nakipag-pisikalan. 2 days nga raw nilang ni-review yung buong game para mahimay ng maayos lahat ng lapses because they really want to push game 3. Actually, maaga nga silang nagpunta dito sa Zamboanga yesterday for them to be able to get the feel of the court. Nakapag-practice pa sila around 1 p.m. kahit daw sobrang init. They want to make sure that they won't get the same numbers as game 1. As Coach Bonnie said, expect a much better performance from us. Sa Delph, Coach Mike.
Maraming salamat, Andrea. And alam natin na the evident na kaagad itong pag-change dito sa Negros because 21 points in that first quarter. Plus 10.
Right.
Compared to the first game.
Compared to the first game, that's right. And when Coach Bonnie actually pointed out yung mga closeouts, now they're doing better in terms of makes naman from 3.
Oo. And I actually watched that game 1. I did not cover that, but I watched it live. And I felt, Negros was quite flat in their start in that ball game.
That is right. And if you're starting a playoff series on a flat note, you have to understand that you have to recover real good come game number 2.
And it wasn't just yung pagiging flat nila, not on their offense, but it was actually more of their effort.
Right.
I don't think they had that energy to match itong Quezon Huskers who had more motivation because nandun pa sila sa bahay nila.
That's right. Sabi nga nila, walang malas sa depensa, kailangan mo lang masipag. And so, kung flat ang naging depensa mo, chances are you're gonna end up with a loss in any game for that matter, regardless if it's a playoff or just regular season.
Mintis ang tira ni Palma. Rebound ng Quezon. Here's Topeng Lagrama. Rodel Gravera with time and space, and he knocks down the 3.
And, we talked about freedom earlier, and that's one of the freedom that Coach Eric is giving his guys. If you are free and you have that shot, nobody's right in front of you. After all, 30% three-point shooter Gravera, why not take it?
Then Palma, top of the key. They go to Chavez against Lagrama. Gravera ready to help. And Chavez has been exploiting this matchup to the hill against Topeng Lagrama.
And rightfully so. Mas matangkad, mas malakas ang katawan kumpara in that area. Pero speed-wise, hindi naman papahuli ito si Topeng Lagrama. As we see that setup for that 3 straight on from top of the key for Gravera. Ryan Reyes now is back there on the floor para dito sa Moscovados. Kailangan talaga nilang trumabaho na ito si Ryan Reyes to help out even more the cause of Negros.
Unti-unti nang dumadami din yung free throws dito ng Negros. As J.R. Chavez has been trying to get that matchup against Lagrama na Chavez 1 for 2. He's got 8 points in the ball game.
Actually had 10 also in game number 1. He's got to sustain that and even more be more aggressive offensively.
Lagrama to Tamsi, fires and hits. Another 3-pointer galing kay Tamsi. That's his second. Palma misses the layup. And Reyes could not get on the end of that putback. Tamsi to Fuentes. Jan Formento is in the game. And Lagrama could not handle the pass. It's a turnover for the Huskers.
And boy, so far this game's been a struggle for Jadel Fuentes. Couldn't make shots. And right now another turnover. So his name, that's his second turnover actually in this game.
And that's Tamsi knocking down the 3. Pangalawa na yan dito sa second quarter. Formento in the lane. Reyes. Atake ni Ryan Reyes. A basket plus the foul.
Yan yung pinag-uusapan natin kanina na field goal percentage efficiency para dito kay Ryan, because you know he's very close proximity to the rim when he attacks, and got strong body to cushion the contact and to be able to finish.
And Ryan Reyes at the line. He got into an accident a few weeks ago. He's grateful for, you know, for surviving that accident, and even more grateful that he is able to continue his career dito sa MPBL.
Correct. Sobrang valuable niya para sa Moscovados. He's the #1 offensive rebounding guy for them, and they're gonna need more opportunities offensively with him on the floor.
And that is really primarily yung purpose niya talaga dyan. May ka-match up si Simon
Sandagon, yeah.
Yan din yung pumatay sa kanila, yung offensive rebounding din. Foul on Lagrama. So, that will send Chavez to the line.
That's the third on Lagrama. Wow.
And I like what Coach Bonnie is doing here. Like, taking it possession by possession, Coach Mike.
Right.
Kung paano niya didiskartehan at makuhanan ito ng advantage ang Quezon Huskers.
Oh, which is gonna naman talaga, I think, ang dapat gawin nila. You know, this is a very tough team that you're going up against, fueled by their three-pointers and the fast break games. And so, possession by possession, katulad nga na-mention mo, dun nila sisilipin kung how much more can they execute and where they can improve as they execute the next one.
0 for 2 para kay J.R. Chavez. Avi Nabuno is in the game. Pinalitan niya si Topeng Lagrama. Abundo. They get the switch here. Gravera on Chavez.
It's a mismatch right there.
Abundo with a runner. He'll get the roll. We're tied at 27.
Right. Good recovery on the switch right there underneath. The Flores tried to help out, pero still, multiple guys able to score para dito sa Quezon.
Formento, binigay kay Palma. Renz, nabitawan ng bola. Tamsi, 3-on-1 break. No look pass. Sandagon!
Pangklase talaga pag naka-take off no?
Oo. And Quezon now in the lead, 29-27.
At saka ramdam mo ngayon, medyo may diinan ng konti ang depensa nitong Huskers. Pero,
ano sabi mo?
Basket pa rin. Doon sa labas, tinira, hindi sa loob. And again, that's efficiency for you from the outside. Pero nothing easy inside.
Sandagon forces that one against Reyes. And that's number 3 on Reyes.
Oh, man. Couple of key guys, respective teams.
Off that steal, Tamsi leading the break. The no-look pass to Sandagon para sa ating fast break of the game, brought to you by SportsMax, powered by PlayMax, the official online entertainment partner of the MPBL. Win to the max.
Kung kalaban mo ang Quezon at nasa fast break ka, at yung dalawang yun ang tumatakbo, Gravera at saka si Simon Sandagon, wala ka na magagawa. You just have to give it up and don't give another bonus free throw of a foul.
Well, the rotation has, gone back to the starters here. But hindi pa natin nakikita bumabalik si LJ Gonzalez.
That's right. And so far, almost everybody in Quezon has already gone in except for Placino, the homegrown guy. Everyone's already played for Quezon.
We're tied at 29. 0 for 2 si Sandagon on that trip. Formento launches the jumper too strong. JJ Espanola has been inserted into the ball game for the first time. Fuentes in the lane. Pinilit. Sandagon saving it only to Formento. Palma. Pinahirapan si Bunyag. Offensive foul on Renz Palma as he tried to ward off Bunyag.
Yeah. Maybe he thought that he can out-elevate ito si Christian Bunyag, pero good established defensive stance right there, just keeping his hands up against that streaking layup by Renz Palma. Enough to have that left arm ward off against Christian.
And we have a timeout on the floor. Tied at 29 ang dalawang kupunan natin. This timeout is brought to you by the MPBL Party List, ang kaliga ng mamamayang Pilipino. We'll be right back. Commissioner Kenneth Duremdes, also of the MPBL Party List. Siyempre, Emer Oreta, our head of operation, to her head of security, Rudy Distrito. And on Wednesday, it's going to be Pampanga against Abra at the Nueva Ecija Coliseum in Palayan City. And in the second game, Pasay against Nueva Ecija. Nueva Ecija and Pampanga ahead in the series.
Right. That place is gonna be really loud, especially on that game 2 for Nueva Ecija as they try to close out against Pasay.
Abundo to Tamsi, to Banal. Out to Abundo for 3. It's good.
A better three-point shooting here for Quezon, at least here in the second quarter. Tamsi and Abundo combining for those made 3 so far.
Flores, gustong bumawi. No good. The tap ends up with Abundo. Abundo against Española. Sandagon back to Abundo. 10 on the shot clock. They swing it over to Tamsi. Another
swing.
3. Fouled by Palma.
Yung talaga nagagawa nitong Quezon Huskers, generating long closeouts because they are a really good three-point shooting team. Regardless whether the numbers are down so far, while understanding na they have good percentages individually as players, kailangan mo talagang i-close out yon, lalo na against shooters like Tamsi.
Tamsi off the bench. He's got 7 in the ball game. And 34-29, unti-unti nang nakukuha ng Quezon yung ano dito, yung rhythm nila in the second quarter. 9 points para kay Al Tamsi. All coming here in the second period.
Actually, yung three-pointer talaga ang isa sa mga deficiencies kanina pagdating sa production para dito sa Quezon Huskers, and now that they're knocking it from the outside, medyo nagno-normalize na yung situation para sa Huskers.
Española, the step back 3, fouled by Sandagon. And that will mean 3 free throws para kay JJ Española.
And I'm sure Simon Sandago did not expect that Espanyol is going to be taking that 3, especially deep in that corner.
And it was a step back 3, and kinailangan humabol ni Sandagon.
Naabangan niya kasi yung drive papunta sa baseline bigla nag-step back, so he had to challenge that shot.
So, but this call has been challenged by Coach Eric Gonzalez of Quezon. So, meron tayong ceasefire muna. This coach's challenge is brought to you by the MPBL Party List, ang kaliga ng mamamayang Pilipino. We'll be right back.
The challenge of Quezon Huskers was unsuccessful. Foul on Simon Sandagon.
Unsuccessful challenge para kay Coach Eric. So, wala na siyang challenge in the second half onwards. This game onwards, rather.
Yeah, clearly he went to that landing spot, didn't he? Didn't give him enough space.
So Simon Sandagon goes back to the bench. RJ Minerva returns sa laro natin. 2 minutes and 43 remaining in the second period. And then JJ Espanola sinks the first free throw. Pangalawa, pasok pa rin para kay JJ. Lens Palma struggling tonight. It's been Felipe Chavez and John De Villanueva and Pio Longa,
right,
who have carried the fight here for the Moscovados. Banal against Longa. Gab inside to Bunyag. Block. Minerva keeps it alive and he gets the bounce.
Well, it's tough to contend against Bunyag, Banal, and Gravera right there in the middle.
37-31. Formento pulls up. Too strong. Rebounded Tamsi.
Simula nung lumamig yung three-pointers nila, halos wala na masyadong puntos na nangyayari dito para sa Moscovatos. They only have 8 points so far in this quarter. High-low.
Inside. Ang tapik ends up with Flores.
Kailangan nila score dito.
Yeah. Villanueva set to check into this ball game. Espanola.
Wow.
Hits the board on that three-pointer. And this is not the most offensive-minded unit for Negros. Although, nandiyan naman si Flores, who likes to jack up threes.
And hopefully they finish out stronger here.
Oh! Tinamaan on the follow-through.
Layo rin ang binahe ni ni JJ.
So, palitan na tao dito. Espanola has to leave the game for Villanueva. Let's check out this foul.
And Tamsi is a near 30% three-point shooter. Kaya bawat tira niya sa labas talaga pinupuntahan nila eh. Gusto nila i-challenge eh.
10 points now para kay Ann Francis Tamsi. First Quezon player in double figures. J.R. Chavez has also been set back in. 3 for 3 para kay Al Tamsi. And Coach Bonnie Garcia humingi muna ng timeout. As the Negros Moscovados, after leading by 5 at the end of 1, they're now down by 9 late in the second period. We'll be right back. Nagbabalik ang Liga ng Bawat Pilipino dito sa Vitaliano Agan Coliseum in Zamboanga City. Second game mamaya featuring Zamboanga Master Sardines against the Parañaque Patriots. Banal, check out his numbers in game 1. 10 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 steals. Former MVP of the MPBL, Banal.
At saka plus and plus minus niyan is 11, efficiency at 15, and you see how really good a game that was for Gaba now.
40-31, 9-point lead for the Quezon Huskers. Kaunan to Villanueva. 5 to shoot. They go down low to Flores.
Oh.
And he was bottled up. Fuentes.
Nice
Inside,
pass.
Bunyag.
That switch already was an advantage para kay Quezon. Bunyag with Chavez on him. Clearly, you got to go to that.
Chavez to Villanueva. Short on the 3. Lumamig na yung Negros dito sa second quarter. Fuentes, back out to Banal. Gap, 8 seconds. Banal to Ibanez from the corner. Hits the side of the board. Minerva fires. Yes!
Oh, wow.
And the Quezon Huskers finish the second quarter with a flourish.
Let me tell you, we were talking about bench depth. 38 of that 42 points, 37 of that 42 points really coming from the support guys. And that's pretty huge for the Huskers.
It's a 28-10 quarter in favor of the Quezon Huskers. So after trailing by 5, now they lead by 13 at the half. RJ Minerva, he has been missing some point from point-blank range, pero dun sa jumper na yun, hindi siya nagkamali. Halftime score is brought to you by GameX Sports, the official online basketball ending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending GameX. 44-31 at the end of the first half for Quezon.
Back here at the Mayor Vitaliano D. Agan Coliseum for your Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. We are at the half of Game 2 between the Negros Muscovados and the Quezon Huskers. My name is Andrea Indisha, and right now we will be having our halftime interview together with Sir Rendel Patricio, the team manager of the Negros Muscovados, and of course, Attorney Don Capunan, the team manager of the Quezon Huskers. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining me here at the half. Unahin ko na munang kausapin si Sir Rendel. And Sir Rendel, after that Game 1, we all know that this is the first time of Negros sa playoffs. What became the motivation of your team coming into Game 2?
Well, number one talaga, yung mindset namin na kahit talo kami, really have to prove ourselves na we deserve to be in the spot. That's number one motivation for us. And of course, para bumawi, to prove na talagang brand of basketball ng mga taga-Negros is palaban lagi. And we're not always that person na pag natalo, wala na. So we focus on our defense and our offense during our practices. And hopefully, right now, mag-materialize. Though yung first quarter, maganda. Medyo nagkaroon ng hiccup the second quarter. Hopefully, sa second half, makapag-adjust kami at makabawi.
Well, that is very nice to hear, sir. Meron po ba kayong gustong batiin o pasalamatan?
Yes, number one, of course, I would like to say hello sa buong Negros na nanonood ngayon. Of course, sa boss, team owner namin na si John Alfred Gilbor, Grace Gilbor, kay Boss Arvel Cabaling na nandito rin ngayon, si Roel Weber, Province of Negros Occidental Governor Bong Lacson, Vice Governor Jeffrey Ferrer, Anthony Reprando Diaz, Mayor Salvador Escalante Jr. of Cadiz City, Negros Occidental, Axter Marketing and Panisalis Family, Silver Graces Construction and Construction Supply Management and Staff, Chicken at Baboy by Diodin Monillo, RK Hoops Apparel, and to my son, belated happy birthday.
Alright, thank you so much. Dumako naman tayo sa aking kanan. And attorney, I really want to talk about this because lately I've been seeing a lot of sit-down interviews sa Facebook page ng Quezon Huskers. Can you talk more about that? Sabihin nyo naman po sa amin, ano po ba yung mga pinag-uusapan nyo dun sa series na yun?
Nakakatuwa naman, pati ang liga, napapansin yung mga sockmed posts namin. Pero yung mga players na fini-feature namin doon sa aming parang mini docu yun eh. It's our way of engaging our fans. Alam mo naman, Andrea, ikaw taga Quezon ka rin, diba? Mahal na mga Quezonians ang Quezon Huskers. Lalong-lalo na yung aming homegrown na si Topeng Lagrama. So it's all part of our engagement to connect to our fans in Quezon.
And I can see, attorney, how the fans are loving those posts. And now, attorney, meron po ba kayong gustong batiin o pasalamatan?
Una-una, magpapasalamat ako sa team owners ng Zamboanga, si Ma'am Anita Cao. Parang wala lang siya dito ngayon, pero taus-puso po yung pasasalamat namin sa inyo sa pagtanggap nyo dito sa amin sa Quezon Huskers. Kay Ma'am Antoinette Roque po, salamat din po kay to my good friend, Sir Nini Arquisa, who's in North Carolina. Hayahay lang kayo dyan, Sir Nini. Kami na bahala dito. Gusto ko rin pasalamatan yung team owners namin, sila Boss R.D. Ronel Tan, Governor Dr. Helen Tan, Kong Mike Tan, Doc Kim Tan. I'd like to greet Mayor Ralph Lim also, Malik. And sa lahat po ng Quezonians na nanonood ngayon sa TV, sa YouTube, sa internet, here and abroad, maraming pong salamat. Babalik po kami sa Quezon Convention Center. Abangan niyo po kami. Maraming salamat, Andrea.
Alright, thank you so much, attorney. And that's it for our halftime interview. Don't go away. Magbabalik pa rin po ang MPBL.
Mong sinisiguradong patas. Lagi mong inuuna kung anong dapat. Hindi mo kayang malunok ang katotohanang marami pa rin tayong kababayang gutom at walang tahanan. Kaya hindi ka tumigil sa paglaban. Harapin ang kahirapan. Tulungan ang nangangailangan. Basagin ang korupsyon na kanilang nakasanayan. Sa loob at labas, man ng Pinas, bakas na bakas ang iyong tapang puksain ang mga problema ng bansa. Gamit ang lakas, gamit ang isip, gamit ang puso. Kung para sa mamamayang Pilipino, si MP, wala yang sinisino. Manny Pacquiao.
Halftime dito sa Vitaliano Agan Coliseum in Zamboanga City. The Quezon Huskers have a 13-point lead against the Negros Muscovados in Game 2 of their South Division quarterfinal series. And Negros actually started out really hot, 6 of 8 from beyond the arc. And they cooled off in the second quarter. And kung nag-cool off ang Negros, doon naman uminit etong Quezon. Kaya it was a complete turnaround in the second quarter, 28-10 in favor of the Quezon Huskers. And that's why we have a 13-point lead for the Quezon Huskers at the break.
Yeah, and ang clear differentiator dun with yung 3-point makes in the first quarter para dito sa Negros, to which nakabawi naman itong Quezon with Tamsi hitting the threes from the outside, and the rebounds have really been more on the side of Negros. And, you know, you gotta work on it. Or rather, Quezon pala, that's a plus 14 in terms of rebounds. And we talk about rebounds, offensive rebounds nila, 10 doon na nanggagaling sa offensive board para dito sa Quezon.
Now, what an impact that Al Francis Tamsi has provided here para sa Quezon Huskers. They, you know, he was able to deliver 12 points coming in that second quarter, and you know, those unang tira niya, pumasok agad eh. And tuloy-tuloy na para kay Al Francis Tamsi.
Ang mas worrisome, I guess, if you're Negros, is that the bench of Quezon has really stepped up big. 36 of that 44 actually coming from the bench.
This series is all about reaching higher. And it looks like the Quezon Huskers, who are the #1 seed for the first time in their franchise, looking poised to take the next step. And Nino Ibanez was fouled. He was passing the ball, obviously.
Yan yung kina-claim nila eh. You know, there shouldn't be a free throw.
I thought it was a pass. I thought it was a pass. Come on.
It sure looked like a pass.
It was a pass.
And so they're gonna review this. That was a pass.
It was a pass. That looked like a shot.
If that went in, that would have been an N1. Even if it was a pass.
Natatawa ko ninyo yung bias mo sa free throw line. Kunwari, pa-lay up daw siya eh. Paano?
Eh, nagiging creative lang para makakuha ng free throw.
Sandagon! No. Ganda ng play out of the inbound.
Right.
Hindi na na-execute ng maayos doon ng Quezon Huskers.
They misdirected that and twisted it back to a back pick.
Capobres leans in, no good. Ibanez on the run. It's bumped by Longa. Great defense by Longa. Tip in by Bunyag, no good. Kaunan with the rebound. Balik sa Negros ang bola. Chavez, down low they go to Reyes, fouled by Sandagon.
Ganina kausap natin si Reyes. Sabi niya talagang kababalik ko lang, pero grabe yung activity sa loob. Kaya nakatatlong fouls na daw siya.
Well, I like the attitude of Ryan Reyes. And, you know, ang ganda ng... he seems a very positive and you know, has a good attitude. At the misses the free throw. Hirap talaga pag pinupuri mo yung tao, nagmimintis.
Nag-jinx. Did I tell you about that free throw by Paul Sang in that game against Manila? I talked to him about it and he was laughing. Remember he had 3 free throws?
Isa lang yung pumasok.
Isa lang pumasok.
Panalo naman sila, okay na.
Yeah.
Judel Fuentes. Fade away. That won't go. Rebound ni Capobres. Better defense now from the Muscovados.
Right, agree. Ooh.
An unforced error.
Sayang.
Hindi makapaniwala si Pio Longa.
Sayang, medyo good rhythm na sila, no, to start the third. Right now, they're still down here. Down 12.
Yeah. Turnover story, siyam para sa Negros, 8 para sa Quezon Huskers. Fuentes. They go to Bunyag. Nandun si Reyes and Bunyag. Soft touch from Christian Bunyag.
Bunyag is a guy na hindi ganun kalaki ang katawan pero he understands how to use his height advantage. And just keeping that ball up high, not putting it down, and making it difficult for the defenders to reach for it.
Longa. Nag-drive si Capobres. Binigay kay Reyes. Jump shot. No. Here's Judel Fuentes. Ibanez.
Nice fake.
Blocked by Reyes. Layo ng tinalo ni Ryan Reyes.
Oh, sa ganda ng timing.
Here was the play earlier. Bunyag. Nilayo ang bola and he uses that left hook.
Oo. Sinamahan pa ng footwork bago mag-finish.
There's a challenge from Coach Bonnie Garcia on that last out-of-bounds play. The Muscovados are down by 14. This coach's challenge is brought to you by the MPBL Party List, ang Kaliga ng Mamamayang Pilipino. We'll be right back. It's a successful challenge for Coach Bonnie. On the replay, tingnan natin yung nangyari dito. This was the block by Reyes. And then, that was off Christian Bunyag as well.
Right. Good challenge right there. He swings the ball over and the possession para dito sa Muscovados. They are down 14 and they're gonna have to start racking up some points here quick in the third. Depensa, nakadiin naman itong Quezon Huskers. They're really picking them up. Sa likod pa lang nakaabang na
Oo.
Walang ka-relax-relax ang Quezon Huskers sa depensa kahit na ganito kalaki ang lamang.
46-32. Chavez against Ibanez. He gets it back. Chavez umatake. High off the glass. There's a foul on Bunyag.
And you like the aggressiveness of Chavez. JR's one of guard na pag binaba yung bola sa sahig, alam niya kung paano atakin sa loob ng paint. Ang ganda rin ng mga finishes niya.
His free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances at subok at kompleto appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Free throw shooting continues to bother the Muscovados. They're shooting 6 of 14 from the foul line.
There was a time na itong si Chavez together with Formento combined with Renz Palma really saw a very promising combination of a core para dito sa Muscovados. But somehow, things starting to fade and hopefully things start to brighten up again for them, especially as they try to extend the series.
Ooh. There is a foul on Capobres.
Wardyado na si Tamsi.
Si J.R. Chavez, of course, formerly of Marikina, also had a stint with Abra very briefly this season. Inside, Bunyag, yes!
And si Judel Fuentes not making any shots, struggling from the field, has converted himself into a facilitator.
And has done a terrific job at that. Chavez with a jumper. Minerva with a rebound. Only one attempt for Negros there. Bunyag running the floor. Balik kay Judel. Judel trying to back that one in. Reyes with a rebound.
Ends up with a smile. Still cannot believe na hindi pa rin out of 8 na siya ngayon sa field eh.
Longa. Yes, sir. Pio Longa. 9 points all coming from beyond the arc.
Yeah, 3 out of 3. Hot shooting continues for Pio Longa, the homegrown for the Muscovados, trying to inspire his team to extend this series.
Rebound ni Reyes. Quickly to Chavez.
Mismatch na sa baba, hindi nakita.
Chavez to Kaunan. The jumper drops. A momentum here on the side of the Muscovados. They've trimmed the deficit to 10.
Yeah, 5-point swing quickly para dito sa Muscovados.
He stepped on the line, Judel Fuentes.
Turnover number 9 para dito sa Quezon. So far, Negros has not exploited that since they only got 6 points out of it. Meantime, Pio Longa in that corner, he's just been sweet shooting his way through those 9 points. And another basket right there for Kaunan on that good feed by J.R. Chavez. Now they're trying to make another run here.
48-38. Tingnan natin if Negros can sustain this run that they are in. Chavez inside. Reyes, the push shot.
Ooh. There was actually action before that.
Oh,
meron na kanina eh. And Capobre so far in this third quarter, parang twice I think we've seen him in incursions like that.
And Gabanal feeling that one.
Hindi rin basta bumabagsak si Banal eh. And for him to go down like that.
A lot of frustration on the part of Alvin Capobres. Kasi nga, ilang beses siyang tinamaan dun sa loob eh.
Even before that. Pero kung ikaw ang Negros, you have to stay the course. You're on a really good run here. You've been making shots. Pio Longas continues to be waxing from 3. And you got to feed off of that and continue that hot streak so far.
And Negros doing, making this run without their leading scorer, Renz Palma. Still on the bench. Palma scored just 3 points in this ball game. He made his first shot and has missed his next 5 shots. So, again, yun pong sitwasyon dito sa Muscovados.
Tsaka kahit pa paano, medyo kumakalma na ng konti yung mga bench guys nitong Quezon eh. So habang nakakapuntos itong Muscovados.
And still, nag-uusap pa rin dito ang ating mga officials, Alan Manzano and Julius Ticchio. The next Kamahalan is also part of that officiating crew. And we will be right back dito sa Zamboanga City.
Upon review, there was an act of violence on Quezon Huskers number 77, Gab Banal, a sportsmanlike foul on
Okay,
number 19,
so we do have a verdict on that play earlier. As explained by referee Alan Manzano, dalawa ang unsportsmanlike foul. The first one is on Gabanal. That
right.
is the hit on the nose area, and then this one ng bawi from Capobres.
Yeah.
So unsportsmanlike foul on the two players, which means that it will cancel each other out and it will be Quezon basketball. But it doesn't help Negros though, because they were, trying to get some momentum here.
And now you got to start this possession with you defending against Quezon. Opportunity to get another stop and then continue with the run. That's how they should look at it. And just keep, heading forward na lang.
Abundo, Minerva, Ronyo, Cannon, and Banal. The five on the floor for Quezon. Ronyo, binabatay ni Villanueva, Kaunan.
Handoff.
Ronyo trying to bounce it to Cannon. That is last touch ni Kaunan. 3 seconds ang natitira dito sa shot clock ng Huskers. Ronyo to Abundo, turns around and hits.
Wow, that's big. That's big.
And the right guy was able to accept the inbound.
Oo nga.
7 puntos na para kay Alvin Abundo. Chavez on the handoff. 3-pointer won't go. Ronyo with a rebound for Quezon. Abundo will go down low to Cannon. Good job there from Lander Cannon, just creating a situation para sa kanyang kupunan.
Right. Trying to carve out space. Corner exit by Ronyo.
Ronyo got the step. Yes.
The last couple of sets have been really more like corner series action para dito sa Quezon Huskers, and they've executed very well on both times.
14 points ang lamang ng Huskers. Let's go to Andrea Andicio.
During halftime, of course, sa dugout ng Negros Moscovados, Coach Bonnie Garcia showed a lot of frustration dahil nga naman they had a good start, but unfortunately his boys weren't able to sustain it. At kaya nga sinabi niya sa kanyang mga bench players, kung ano man yung ipinapakita ng kanilang mga starters, dapat ganun din. Same din dapat yung drive and aggressions na pinapakita nila once that they go in. Along the way, naging out-rebounded sila. Ang daming naiibigay na second chance points at natatamaan sila sa zone defense. Para naman sa Huskers, instead of talking about the subpar for first half, Coach Eric actually did a lot of positive feeding to his boys. Pinag-usapan lang nila lahat ng magagandang bagay na ginawa ng kanyang mga players and how they can continue that. How do you think about that? So, Delphine, Coach Mike?
Maraming salamat, Andrea. So, contrasting huddles at halftime. For Quezon, a lot of good things, and those good things have continued in the third quarter para sa Huskers.
Yeah, actually both coaches delivering the right message, but it's really a matter of how the team should actually respond on the floor. And so far, it's been Quezon that's answering that call by Coach Eric.
Chavez misses the jumper. Abundo to Banal. Down low to Minerva against Reyes. Minerva.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I immediately saw that. That little space right behind the right leg, allowing him for that drop step finish.
Foul on Ronyo.
Lumamig rin si Villanueva, no?
Oh, the fast break of the game is brought to you by SportsMax, powered by PlayMax, the official online entertainment partner of the MPBL. Win to the max.
And you like that the bigs of Quezon Huskers are actually, instead of just focusing on the finish, they're focusing also on the reads. Meron kakamping mas libre, doon pa rin nila binibigay. Hindi pinipilit kahit nasa loob na ng paint.
Now still no Renz Palma para sa Negros.
Right.
Chavez pinilit. No good. Yabanal. Binigay kay Robin Ronyo for 3. And what a homecoming para kay Robin Ronyo. He's wearing the Quezon jersey, but he is a proud son of this city.
Minsan you gotta go home and play the game that you play the love most in a place where you grew up.
And Ramos settles for that three-pointer. No good. Abundo running the floor. Abundo Mintis. Peralta is fouled by Ronyo.
Ronyo really just an aggressive guy who loves to crash that board given the opportunity.
John Formento enters the game. And J.R. Flores as well. Lead is at 23 points for the Huskers.
Formento's a far cry from his number so far. 0 out of 2. He's actually very good from the field. Roughly about a 49% field goal shooter. Pero so far in this game, he's really just couldn't find a good rhythm.
7 of 16 from the foul line. Para sa Negros. They're shooting 7 of 14 from beyond the arc.
Which is good.
Pero umahabol na rin ang Quezon. Nag 5 of 15 na yung Quezon kanina. 0 for 7 sila dun.
Lamang sa perimeter makes ang ang Quezon yung naging normalizer talaga nung na-convert na yung mga threes for the Huskers.
But the biggest, the most glaring advantage of Quezon has been in the rebounding department.
That's right.
39 to 22.
There you go.
Tatlong opportunities na. Pero naagaw ng Negros. Flores umatake. Ronyo standing in the way.
And both coaches actually signaling a travel on Flores.
That's his third foul, Robin Ronyo.
Tsaka laki ng difference din si Delph nung points in the paint, 30 versus 4 in favor of Quezon. And you know, the absence of rim protection para dito sa Negros Moscovados really hurting them in that department.
Now this is their first playoff appearance, the Negros Moscovados. Negros Silver Graces Moscovados. Shout out kay team owner John Hilbor. 61 to 40. Abundo. Gives it up to Minerva. Back out to Ronyo. Ronyo from way downtown. That's a miss. Rebound ni Flores. Ramos. Ayaw ibigay kay Flores. Longa gets it. Ramos to Peralta for the jumper. It's good.
A good thing that shot went in kasi si Flores already had that positional advantage underneath. They didn't get to it, but thankfully they were able to knock it down from outside.
2-second differential game clock and shot clock here in the third quarter. 61 to 42. Abundo, the kick out. Minerva.
Nice fake.
3-ball. It's good. RJ Minerva with another big shot to close out the quarter. He did that in the second quarter as well.
That is right. And really just the confidence to understand na ako ang least guarded guy, so ako dapat ang tumira. At kumpiyansa sa kanyang tira in that area.
Balikan natin ang third quarter. Another stellar period para dito sa Quezon Huskers. The highlights of the game are brought to you by Sip Plus, the official hydration partner of the MPBL. Elevate your hydration. There was a big run na ginawa ang Negros. No, they move inch closer. Pero that call earlier on the double and sportsman-like foul.
Right.
You know, 10 lang lamang ng Quezon nun, and all of a sudden, it's now a 64-42 lead for the Huskers going into the final quarter of Game 2. This fan of the game is brought to you by Jinky Skin. Magandang gabi po from Zamboanga City. We are live from the Vitaliano Agan Coliseum for Game 2 of your South Division quarterfinals between Negros and Quezon. Negros, will this be their last quarter of 2024? Renz Palma, Rich Ramos, J.R. Flores, Sam Peralta, and John Formento ang 5 sa loob para kay Coach Boni. Formento with an aggressive move, and he gets the 2 points.
A last chance to try and extend this series right now. Kita mo yung dalawang sunod na quarters, ano? They barely even breached 10 points in last 2 after going 21 in the first.
Gravera puts it in, absorbing the contact from John Formento. Let's check out this play of the game brought to you by Suzuki. Flores thought he had a steal. It was recovered by Gravera. And the strength of Gravera there on display as he gets a crack at a 3-point play. To 44. Huskers in the lead. On their way to the second round of the playoffs.
Good switch.
It's a foul on Gravera. Alam ko parehong roots tong si Gravera at si Formento, Talisay City. Negros Occidental. How funny how things turn out in life, in your career. And Palma and Tamsi getting chippy.
May kasama na rin siguro ang frustration niya kay Renz because he really hasn't gotten himself going in this game. He's been in and out.
And this is a young Quezon team. And actually, kung titingnan mo, there's a lot of them under 28 years old, except for a few, no? Abundo, Gabanal. So, alam natin ko na, in terms of, they are experienced, kumbaga, because of the levels that they have played in Philippine basketball. Pero yung, as Hopin Ronyo is, let him cook. In Zamboanga, let him cook.
Right. Alam mo, klase yung in-sprint niya doon sa kabila. Talagang he wanted to get that spot and that shot.
Nick Ramos with a layup. And, going back to that conversation, sino ang, because bata nga itong team, they look up to leaders like Gabanal and Alvin Abundo.
Right.
Yeah, Francis Tamsi has been a stud in this ball game.
Right.
15 points para kay Tamsi. Kung hindi siya uminit, this would have been a different game.
A different game, that's right. As him coming in and knocking down those shots in moments when Negros Muscovados were actually pretty good from downtown. He just changed the complexion of the game from that perspective.
Ronyo and Tomsey playing
Wow.
the two-man game. Gravera rises and scores.
Huskers really just having fun right now.
And this is a good, this is a good sign. Going forward for Quezon. You go into the next round feeling that anyone can step up. And meanwhile, let's go to Andrea Endicio for a report on LJ Gonzalez.
LJ Gonzalez was subbed out a while ago dahil natuhod daw yung left thigh niya, and when the coaches saw na medyo nahihirapan na siyang lumakad inside the court, that became their cue. At first, they thought na kaya pang bumalik ni LJ for the second half, but during halftime, namaga daw yung part na natamaan, and right now, LJ somehow feels a bit of discomfort even when walking, kaya he will be out for the rest of the game. But no worries, their PTs mentioned that it's just a minor injury. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Andrea. So an update on LJ Gonzalez. Actually, I was expecting him to get back in the ball game. Pero, yun nga, kasi sabi kanina, hindi ganun. Oh, Robin Ronyo!
He's making a case for himself.
He is cooking! 11 points!
A little home cooking.
Oh,
ibang klase yun. Lahat ng pampalasa nandito sa bahay.
Oo, dating Zamboanga dito si Robin Ronyo. And I guess itong security guard agency ng Quezon Huskers, they are fine.
They're really fine right now.
Sabi niya, masyado marami namang gwardiya ang team na yan. Yan po ang nagdudulot pag maraming gwardiya. Ayan, pogi. LJ Gonzalez. $78-48. What a turnaround in this ball game. Chavez to kaunan. Natopeng Lagrama in the game. Ronyo, dire-derecho, Robin Ronyo. On his bike that time.
Right.
13 points para kay Robin Ronyo.
13 points on a 5 out of 8 shooting. Going 3 out of 5 from 3. He's got 5 rebounds and 1 assist.
80-51. Ibang klase. Tinambakan talaga na ng Quezon dito, after trailing in the first quarter. Ronyo airballs the 3.
And I think this is really more about rin sa side ng Negros frustration. Babalik ka dun sa unsportsmanlike na tinawag kanina on Capobres and Banal. That really switched things up. Ganda na ng tinatakbo ng ng Negros.
And kung si kasama natin dito sa panel, si Christian Wanson, laging nire-remind how many times that a sportsmanlike foul has switched the momentum of games.
Right.
Yan yung lagi niyang sinasabi.
Actually, totoo naman yun. You see that's a good pass inside. It really just changes up the momentum, and it changes the mood rin ng mga players.
Oo. Kaunan could not complete the 3-point play. Topeng Lagrama, sama si Lander Cannon. Plus, this is a jumper. It's good, ba? Blasino has entered the scoring column here.
And so now they played everybody on the Huskers.
And mind you, they did not have the best of performances from guys like LJ Gonzalez. Jodel Fuentes has not scored in this ball game.
Right.
And if you tell me that Quezon has a 29-point lead against Negros with Jodel Fuentes not scoring. I wouldn't have believed it. Hindi ako maniniwala dun.
Oo.
Pero nangyari. Nangyari po.
Yeah, nangyari talaga. And at this moment, right now, the entire bench of Quezon has actually outscored Negros. The bench has scored 55 points, and Negros right now is at 53.
Play of the game brought to you by Suzuki. Hesitation move galing kay Robin Ronyo na babalik pa.
Oo.
Gusto pang pumuntos. A lot of frustration there. Renz Palma. Yeah, tulak na si Rodel Cabrera dun. I'm quite worried there with Negros because you know I want to finish this game on a
high note,
on the right way.
Right.
But obviously a lot of frustration on their part. And their cannon. Topeng Lagrama misses the 3. Rebound ako ni John Villanueva. J.R. Chavez takes the jumper and misses the jumper. Reyes with a basket there.
Well, isa na yan sa mga naging factors, I guess, para dito sa Negros. You know, them missing out on Ryan Reyes. Who, like what I said, no, ang taas ng percentage niyan because a lot of the shots that he's taking and making are very close to that proximity. Offensive rebounds and all. After all, he's their #1 offensive rebounding guy.
He's 1 for 4 from the free throw line. Free throws an issue as well for Negros. 9 of 20 lang for this ball game. Brian Tacino, pinigay kay Abundo. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Abundo.
Oh, yeah.
He's had a solid game as well.
Right.
10 points para kay Alvin Abundo. Parang na-stabilize niya ang kanilang kupunan.
Right. Saka iba yung iba yung hakbang ng kumpiyansa no?
Oo. Palma. Ronyo got hit there.
That elbow.
That could be an unsportsmanlike foul on Renz Palma.
That elbow.
And this is what I was talking about in the previous possession. I'm worried.
About runs like this, right?
Na, you know, medyo magkakasakitan. Late in the game. And Palma, you know, claiming that it was part of his move. See, a sportsmanlike foul.
Sportsmanlike foul, right. Because I think at least from our vantage point, while he's trying to demonstrate how he did it, that elbow was pretty high. Wala pa si Ronyo dun eh.
He's had a really good season for Negros, but
she did.
It's really a very poor end. A very poor end to what was an outstanding campaign, a regular season campaign to remember. This was his best regular season.
Right.
Dito sa MPBL. Kung hindi nadali si Palma dun sa si Ronyo dun sa unang sikot, sa pangalawa natamaan na.
Right. For the season, he's played roughly about 28 minutes, leading the team in points at 14 per game, including assists at almost 5 and steals per game at almost 2. And so to your point, napakaganda nung season para dito kay Renz Palma.
It looks like that season will end tonight. 87-53. Lagrama, binigay kay Cannon. The extra pass. RJ Minerva. Yes, sir. He's been spectacular as well, RJ Minerva. 16 points in the ball game para kay RJ. But Chavez answers right back to also hike his tally to 16.
And so with this impending win para dito sa Quezon, they will be advancing into the semifinals, and they wait the winner of game number 2 between Zamboanga and Parañaque that happens later.
Up top, Cannon. There's a foul on CJ Ganya.
Well, number 3, CJ Ganya first.
90 to 58. After scoring just 16 in the first period, Quezon now has 90 with 2.5 minutes to play. Bry Placinto, this ang kanyang unang free throw.
So sa starters ng Quezon, there's actually only Robin Ronyo who got in double digits, 15 points.
Well, LJ Gonzalez was injured in the first and did not return.
Right.
Jodel Fuentes also with 0 points.
Bunyag had 8 and Simon had 4. Completing out the starter points para dito sa Huskers.
Topeng Lagrama in no rush. Ibanez misses the 3. Last 2 minutes is brought to you by GameX. GameX Sports, the official online basketball ending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX.
Well, number 0, Gondon Villanueva, penalty, second. 2 free throws, Nick Ibanez.
And earlier we were at breakfast. We were talking with Coach Richie, and you could really feel the kind of culture that the Quezon Huskers have in their team, not just in their team, even in the community. And the involvement of the guys on any sport for that matter. We see them for the most part here in MPBL, but they do have volleyball programs, junior MPBLs, and the community is really very supportive and bought in and the program.
You also have to admire yung commitment dito ng yung LGU.
Right.
You know, the provincial government led by Governor Helen Tan.
And this guy right here is a homegrown hero of Quezon, Topeng Lagrama.
Alam natin si Topeng Lagrama. Ano yan? Celebrity yan sa Quezon. Celebrity yan. Hindi pwedeng dadaan siya sa kalye na walang magpapapicture sa kanya.
May mga bouncer nga raw yan pag pupunta ng mall. No, but he's really a star in that area.
This Andres de Topeng, he did not play the home game kasi may injury nga daw. Chavez with a jumper. My question right here para sa akin is that, you know, if they do join next season, what will Negros look like?
Right.
Because they do have some really good pieces on this team. And they can build on this.
Well, I feel one of the things that they might be looking at, considering how their stats have been and how they've been profiled based on their performance, they might be looking for more three-point shooters outside of John Ray and Pio Longa. And so if they get that, lanes will start opening up, and so you will need finishers as well, and more rim protection, I guess, because in terms of second chance points, they're 25th in that department with only 11 to show per game.
I'd keep this guy, Ryan Reyes.
Oh, yes, definitely.
But he may have a lot of interested suitors in the off-season.
That's the thing. Well, not even the other guys, no? Maaaring may mga tumitingin na dyan, nag-i-scout na, preparing for next season. And this season was clearly a surprise to the roster of players. Even the window was pretty interesting.
Oh, and eto na, pumunta na sa kabila si Coach Bonnie Garcia, congratulating the Quezon Huskers and the top seeds of the South Division are moving on to the next round, fending off the Negros Muscovados. So both top seeds in the North and the South have advanced to the next round. A dominant showing para dito sa Quezon Huskers as they move on to the second round. It's the South Division semifinals. Our best player of the game is brought to you by Daily Fantasy. Dito sa Daily Fantasy, hawak mo ang laro. He came out with a lot of energy and syempre, with that energy, you know, it really rubbed off on everyone. And you know, Quezon is going into that second round, you know, feeling good about themselves because of, you know, Robin Ronyo, who was actually very instrumental in this victory ngayong gabi.
And he came in and did all the right things. 3 out of 6 from 3 points, you know, 6 rebounds, an assist. And really just been all over the place, knocking down and making shots.
Final score is brought to you by GameX. GameX Sports, the official online basketball ending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX. Quezon is moving on as they sweep the Negros Muscovados. 94-66 ang final score in Game 2 dito sa Vitaliano Agan Coliseum in Zamboanga City. Let's go to Andrea Indicio.
The Quezon Huskers takes Game 2 and will be advancing to the semifinals. In our daily fantasy best player of this game, walang iba kundi si Robin Ronyo. First of all, congratulations. And Robin, I've been told that during halftime, instead of pointing out mistakes, mga magagandang bagay, mga papuri daw ang narinig nyo kay Coach Eric. Ano ba yung naging epekto nito sa team leading to this huge lead?
Well, una-una, nagpapasalamat ako sa Panginoon na binigay sa amin itong panalo na to. Buenas noches ng mga Sambuangueños. Muchas gracias con ustedes. Support aquí. Good luck na game ustedes. Yun na, sabi nga ng Coach Eric, wala. Nung first quarter kaya sobrang alat namin eh. So, we keep playing lang and then good habits namin sa defense and stick sa game plan. Siyempre, great job sa coaching staff. Kay Coach Eric, Coach Richie, Coach Jonathan, kay Coach Coach Ed, Coach Luis, and sa lahat. Siyempre, of course, yun nga, nagsama-sama lang namin. Siyempre, magpapalaw sa yung defense namin.
And a while ago, Gab mentioned that if you sweep this series, mahaba-haba daw yung magiging pahinga ninyo. Pero ang tanong, pahinga nga ba o mas matinding ensayo?
Well, siguro, 2 days off muna kami. Depende sa coaching staff. So yun lang. Salamat sa panalo.
Alright, meron ka bang gustong batiin o pasalamatan? Go ahead.
Una-una nagpapasalamat sa management namin, kay Governor Helen Tan, Boss RD, Kong Mike, Doc Kim Tan, Mayor Ralph Lim, kay Mayor Mark Alcala, Vice LA, kay Attorney Boss Don, kay Boss Jolo, sa lahat. Yung iba nakalimutan ko na, pasensya na. So, well, yun na, family ko, mama ko na sa Japan, papa ko, and sa mga anak ko. Yun lang. Thank you.
Alright, thank you so much. Once again, that was our best player of the game brought to us by Daily Fantasy. Dito sa Daily Fantasy, hawak mo ang laro. At kasama rin natin ang kanilang head coach na si Coach Eric Gonzalez. Coach, once again, congratulations. And before the start of this game, you mentioned that in Game 1, kahit na malaki din yung lead nyo, that wasn't a convincing win. My question for you is, was this Game 2 a convincing win for you? Was this Game 2, Coach, a convincing win for you?
Sorry parang nalulunod pa ako. Sorry Anyway, masaya po ako dahil kumilos yung Diyos sa team kanina. Kasi yun lang naman ang sinabi ko sa kanila. You play the right way regardless kung ano yung sitwasyon. So, nag-deliver sila, nag-respond sila. So, papasalamat ako. Talagang parang convincing ko makikita.
And Coach, will you be watching the next game in preparation for your next games o medyo relax muna at mag-celebrate muna with the team?
Manonood po ako. Kailangan ko panoorin at mag-prepare.
Alright, Coach. Meron po ba kayong gustong batiin?
Unang-una, maraming salamat po sa Lord sa kabutihan niya sa team namin. Hindi po talaga naging madali mag-number 1. At first time lang po kami nakapasok sa semis. So, sana, unang-una, yung mga boss ko, sila Boss RD, sila Governor, sila Doc Kim, sila Kong Mike, sila Mayor Ralph Lim. Papasalamat ako sa kanila sa tiwala at patuloy lang po kaming magtatrabaho para po sa mga Quezonians at para po sa ikaluluwalhati ng Diyos sa team na ito. Bilang po.
All right, thank you so much. Once again, congratulations to the Quezon Huskers. Back to you, Sidelfin Coach Mike.
Thank you so much, Andrea. And congratulations to the Quezon Huskers. They punched their ticket to the South Division semifinals and they wait for the winner between Zamboanga and Parañaque. Zamboanga down 1-0 in the series, but they are playing at home tonight. And malalaman natin kung sino ang makakalaban ng Quezon Huskers, the number 1 seed in the next round. Yan po ang laban natin. Up next, number 5, Parañaque, taking on the home team, Zamboanga, the number 4 seed. We'll be right back from the Vitiliano Agan Coliseum here in Zamboanga City. Quezon has moved on and they wait for the winner of the Parañaque and Zamboanga series. Magbabalik ang inyong MPBL, ang Liga ng Bawat Pilipino.